Hi everyone, Paul Hendrick and Bob McGill. We're at the Air Canada Centre for tonight's game between the Leafs and the Panthers. The Leafs practicing, Bob, in behind us, getting set for what is definitely a must-win situation. Yep. Stop me if you've heard this before, but let's start with what's happening in Nets. James Reimer is going to be the guy to go here, and in fact, I think they're going to go with him for pretty much the rest of the season. Try to get something going, and he's got to be better early on, and he knows it.
Oh, absolutely, Paul. And, you know, it's a question of, you know, he's 1-5 in his last 6 hockey games. And you know, to me, there's pressure on him. And, you know what, but it's the reality of the National Hockey League. And you want to be paid and to be a starting goaltender and put the pressure on to you know, get your team into the playoffs. That's, I think, the pressure that he wants. And, you know, James Reimer's been a stand-up guy. He's first one to tell you that he played poorly, and I like that in the kid. And you know what, still at 23 years of age, I think that this is a challenge for him. And if he can, you know, face the pressure head on here and have a terrific start here tonight and help this team, you know, win a hockey game, I think that goes a long ways towards them making the playoffs, number one, but getting his game back on track where he needs to be so that they can make a playoff spot.
So a good start early on is imperative. That's the defensive side here tonight. The offensive side is the fact several players are in the midst of a long slump. There's Mikhail Grabowski, Nikolai Kulemin. Kulemin, it looks like, will go to the third line here tonight, and Mikhail will play alongside Clark MacArthur, and we think Matt Frattin, and Frattin might be a big and good boost for this line.
I hope so. You know, Matt Frattin, I really like this kid from day one at training camp. He's shown flashes of the type of player I believe he's going to be as a National Hockey Leaguer as he gets more experience. I think he's going to be a guy that'll score 20 goals on a regular basis. Terrific skater, loves to go into the tough areas. He can dish out some punishment too, and he's not the tallest guy, but he's, you know, 205, 207 pounds, and I think that he's a little deceptive that way, where guys think that they're going to go in and knock him down off the puck, and he'll set you on your keister in a hurry if you're not ready for it. So, you know, I think he brings speed to that line and a shot that's NHL quality, and hopefully he can get on track here today again to help some offense on that second line so they can beat this Florida Panthers club here tonight, who have won 2 in a row.
Ron Wilson, as of late, has managed Dion Phaneuf's minutes, and Bob, instead of playing the usual 26 minutes a game, he's playing around 23, 24. Jake Gardiner has inherited those minutes, and at age 21 has shown no signs of worse for wear, because he's played very, very well, and he's scoring some goals as well.
Well, he's been terrific, and I think the more he gets involved in the offense and, you know, gets those assists, gets those goals, his confidence only grows. And I think we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg with this young man, and I really look forward to seeing him continue his development here. And I think over these last 20 games, he's going to be a guy that really is going to instigate some offensive push for this hockey club. And to me, I'm thrilled about it, you know, for the kid too, because, you know, he's a terrific young man, and I think that he's really embracing, he's the gosh golly gee kid this year, like James Reimer was last year. And he seems to be where all the pressure around him seems to just be like water off his back. And to me, he looks the pressure in the eye, and he just goes out there and performs. And I think the more he's getting more ice time, the better he's getting.
Mike Komisarek is slated to draw back into the lineup here tonight. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out. The Leafs and the Panthers tonight on Sportsnet at 7. We here at Leafs TV will have Gate 5 live at 6, and our Molson Canadian Leaf Nation pregame show at 6:30. We'll see you then.